Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed, and in this video I'll show you how I helped an embroidery business get back upwards of $1,000 per month using an AI automation system that we implemented for them. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Ahmed Hagib, and I run Tawheed.ai, where we help business owners implement AI-enabled automations to streamline operations and increase efficiency to put more money back into their pockets. Now, with that being said, let's jump straight into it. Now, for this embroidery shop, their workflow looks something like this. A lead would come to their website and they would be interested in the services. And they would fill out a contact form to show their interest to the business. The business owner would receive an email with some information about the request. Now, the business owner needs a couple pieces of information to actually start the embroidery project. Things like the logo, the number of pieces, clothing provided or not, if not, what type of clothing it is, what color, what size, so on and so forth. The business owner would send an email back to the lead asking them for the pieces of information, in which the lead would respond with the information needed, and the project would be started. Now, with this workflow, we identified that this manual step, this manual communication with the lead, actually required a lot of time, because what's happening is you're putting the business owner's time into the hands of the lead, which is very bad. And so what we were able to do is identify how much time does it really take per month for this communication step. And considering that the business owner is pretty responsive and it takes them about 2 minutes to respond back to the email that first comes out, and let's say, comfortably speaking, 15 to 20 minutes takes for the lead to actually respond back with the information, for them to see it, respond back, and so on and so forth. And so let's just conservatively say it's 20 minutes. 20 minutes times the current volume that they have per month, that's 11 to 16 hours per month. That's upwards of $1,000 per month for this specific shop, spent on 3 emails. That's the best case scenario. 3 emails. And that only goes up because their time becomes more valuable over time, because they're making more money. And so we implemented an AI agent for them for this specific step, where the agent was tasked with gathering the information required for the project, evaluating the lead status, and routing the notification and information to the relevant team members that need to be notified, and therefore eliminating all the communication that has to go through email or manual communication that has to go between the business owner and the leads. Effectively, we put back $1,000, upwards of $1,000 per month, back into the pockets of the business owner. And so here's what the solution looked like. I spun up this page real quickly, but this is the solution that we implemented, where the user is greeted with, "Hey there, welcome to Alignment Embroidery. My name is Paul, and I'm here to help. Got a question?" "Yes, I do. I actually want to embroider a hoodie." "Okay. Can I start with your first name?" "Of course, Ahmed." Misspelling there. "Do you have an image of the logo?" "I actually don't have an image of the logo yet." "Okay, how many pieces would you like to embroider?" 24 for the team. "Will you provide the clothing pieces to be embroidered?" "Yes, I will." "Is there anything else you want us to know about the project, further details?" "Yes, I actually do. I want the logo to be on the left side of the chest and in the back." "Okay. Thank you for providing your embroidery project. What's your best email?" Let's just say example@gmail.com. "And what's the phone number?" 9999999. And here's the project details. Ahmed misspelled. Example, phone number, logo details false, or logo available false, number of pieces 24, clothing provided true, further details on the logo. "Thank you. We'll reach out to you soon. Please check your inbox for a message. Have a good one." Awesome. This is where the second part of the system takes place, where now that the conversation between the agent and the lead is done, this information is taken and sent to the appropriate team members, right? And so let me show you an example of what these notifications look like. So, for example, new client, Ahmed filled a request. "Hey Steve, we have a new client. Here's the project details. Project details complete false. If request is not completed, contact the client. Ahmed is the name. Example, this is the phone number we inputted. Design false, available. It wasn't uploaded successfully. File path is not there. number of pieces 24, and so on and so forth. All of the details that are needed for the project to actually start. And so if you're a business owner and you're looking to see where AI can transform your operations, then go ahead and click the link in the description to book your free discovery call with me, and let's explore where we can put money back into your pockets. For the technical guys, let's jump into the details of the technicalities. So for this system, we actually used two main platforms, BotPress for the interactive chat interface, and Make.com for sending the notifications. And so in BotPress here, if we jump into the main workflow, what happens first, like we saw, is we're greeting the user as the conversation has started, and we're asking if they have a question. And we go in this loop of asking and answering their frequently asked questions based on the knowledge base that we trained this agent on from the information that we gathered from the business owner. And so we asked if they have a question, and they keep getting an answer for their question unless the agent identifies that they want to start an embroidery project, they want to design some sort of thing, or they're looking for a price, right? If they're looking for a price, specifically for this business owner, he wanted to gather details before giving the price. It's a project by project basis for in terms of price. And so it says something like, to be able to give you an estimate of the price of a project, I would have to know a little bit more about the project. And so it starts collecting the information, and as we saw, it looks for a logo. If the client has a logo, you can actually upload the file of the logo as a PNG file or whatever type of file, and the business owner will be able to get a link to actually view it. The number of pieces collects the number of pieces. Clothing information, will they provide the information, the clothing or not? And as you can see here, I had execute code sections where I'm updating the data that we're going to be sending over to Make.com for the notifications. And so actually I created a schema here, called it project details, and here I'm adding all of the project details that are needed for the routing of the notifications and to notify the business owner. And so we continue here, clothing information, are they providing or not? If not, they give them a link to the catalog, and they browse the catalog to be able to piece of clothing that they want. And of course we update the details and ask them if they have any extra details. If they do, what are they? Getting their contact info so that we're able to contact the lead, and then lastly confirmation of their requests. And then here is where we're sending the notification or the information slash data to Make.com. And so just before we get to Make.com, quickly I'm going to show you the error workflow. And so when an error happens within the main workflow, we make sure that we of course apologize, but also get their email so that we can contact the lead, right? And we update a couple pieces of data, and then we thank them again, give them the support email if they have any further questions, and let them know that we're going to reach out to them, and we send that data over to Make.com for notifications. The timeout, there was a timeout within the conversation because a certain amount of time has passed without activity. Message is displayed to the user. This session has timed out. Please send a new message to start a new session. And lastly, conversation end. When the conversation is ended, the workflow ends. And so that is our system within BotPress. Now, if we jump to Make.com, this is actually the notification system that we've implemented. And so based on the data that's coming from the webhook, from any platform that's sending data, we are routing notifications based on that, as the business owner was sending notifications through Gmail. And so we are filtering if, for example, for this notification, if the logo was available and the logo upload was successful and there was no errors, we're sending a notification to the digitizer here, new client, logo/design available, and you're including the name of the client. These are dynamic variables that are coming from the data point or from the webhook, from the data that's sent to the webhook. And like I said, they're dynamic variables. So as you can see here, Ahmed, this was the last data that was sent from this notification. And it says, hey John, we have a new client, please start the digitization process. Please access the logo at this link, and it provides them a link, right? And so it routes the notifications to the team members that need to be notified, and it gives them the information that they need. And so all of that time going back and forth with the lead is gone. And the agent is the one that's collecting the information and sending the notifications to the team members. And so the team doesn't have to talk to any leads, essentially, from the endpoint perspective. Like I said, here, if there's no error, this notification always happens, and this notification is sent to the business owner, and he wanted to be CC'd within all other notifications to know when notifications were sent out, and so on and so forth. You might be wondering, why is there a Google Sheets module here? We wanted to make sure that any conversation that happened with any lead is stored somewhere so that we can recall and trace back if any errors happen, or if we happen to forget some information that we wanted to recall back on, so on and so forth, from the business owner point of perspective. And so this is what it actually looks like. And so I actually filled it out twice here. Let me show you. So that was the date of the conversations that we just had live right there. And I actually repeated the conversation again as I was editing. Again, all of the pieces of information that we need. Was there an error that occurred while chatting the agent? No. That was the name, that was the email, that was the phone number provided. Was the logo available? No. So on and so on. And these are the notes that were saved within the conversation as the conversation was going on. And so if you're a business owner and you're looking to see where AI can transform your operations, then go ahead and click the link in the description to book your free discovery call with me. And let's explore where we can put money back into your pockets.
Hey, it's Editing Ahmed here. If you're building an AI automation agency or you're an aspiring entrepreneur looking to get into entrepreneurship, then go ahead and click the subscribe button below to follow my journey as I build a 7-figure AI automation agency, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.